Who doesn't love fruit on a hot summer's day? There is nothing more refreshing than a big bowl of fruit. And today I'm gonna show you how to style a watermelon fruit bowl. It's gonna taste incredible and it's gonna look beautiful. So I have a lot of beautiful fruit already prepped over here, but one fruit in particular can be a little daunting to cut into, and that is a pineapple. It looks sort of aggressive, it's got all these hard edges, but I'm gonna show you how to cut this into beautiful chunks. Let me show you the softer side of pineapple. So we're gonna start things off with cutting off the top of our pineapple. Wear it as a crown later if you choose. If not, just put it right there. We're gonna cut the skin off of the sides, but first I wanna cut so that we have a flat surface when we go to cut the skin off the side. So it's nice and flat, just like that. And I'm just gonna follow the groove of the pineapple and cut one side of the skin off. I wanna make sure and try and cut through these brown little holes here, but I wanna lose the least amount of pineapple that I can. And just follow the curve of the skin. And if you have any brown guys like that, just take the edge of your knife, just cut through. It really helps to have a sharp knife here. Sharp knives are actually safer than dull ones, so please don't go trying to cut into a pineapple with a dull knife. And I'm gonna just go along and visually look and see if there's any skin I haven't cut off or any of these brown bits I don't wanna see. There's a thick core running through the center of the pineapple. You don't wanna eat that, it tastes pretty bitter. So I'm just gonna cut around that. So I'm gonna cut these big chunks off the side. Great. Voila, core removed. So I'm gonna cut these into large chunks, but obviously you can cut it however you like, but I think it makes it easy for your guests to see what's in your fruit bowl. It'll be pretty in the photo too. So with pineapple, a good way to tell if it's fresh is if it has more yellow to its prickly bits. So you can see on the bottom of this pineapple, there's some orangey yellow coloring here. Then here you have some of that yellow on the sides. That's what you're looking for. That's the key to a juicy, fresh, ripe pineapple. Looks great. Now I'm gonna show you how to make melon balls. So I have a honeydew melon and a cantaloupe here. The best way to make melon balls is actually with a melon baller. This is a really inexpensive tool. You can get it at the grocery store, at a cooking store. So I'm just gonna go right into the melon, spin around. Perfect. But just keep on going around the rim of the melon. It just makes you a really pretty, nice little melon ball shape. Cute. And let me do the cantaloupe. Same idea. Cantaloupe's a little softer, so maybe a little bit gentler when you go to make these melon balls, but just dig deep and spin it around. All right, so there we go. We have a couple more to add to our cantaloupe melon balls. So now I'm gonna take these out and I'm gonna bring in our watermelon to show you how to build the bowl. So the first thing when you're looking for a watermelon, you wanna look for one with nice, pretty green skin, a light yellow shade on the bottom that's a signal that it's ripe. So the first thing I wanna do before I scoop out this flesh is kind of make a mental note of where the edge of the pink starts to form on the watermelon, because I wanna scoop out enough flesh so that we can still see a rim around the watermelon so we know what kind of fruit the fruit is in. So I'm seeing that I think this is gonna be a pretty good marker. About here, leaving about, maybe like ½ inch to an inch of watermelon skin. So I'm just gonna lightly kind of outline that with a spoon. It's like measuring before you cut something. So we're just gonna scoop this watermelon flesh out. And you don't want to scoop all the way down to the bottom. It's actually easier if you scoop about midway through. And I'm gonna show you how to use this extra watermelon flesh as a platform to prop all of your other fruit on top of so that the fruit's gonna look really good and perky on top. Perfect, so I'm just gonna remove that. This watermelon is super juicy. It smells so good. I love watermelon. It's like my favorite fruit in the world. I'm gonna look at my rim of fruit, make sure it's looking good, pretty even. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you how to take some of the bigger chunks that we already cut out and use them to prop up the bottom just a little bit. And don't be afraid to use your hands, kind of get in there and prop some up. So the thing I wanna start with first is my melon balls. I'm gonna start to just kind of place these in the fruit bowl. And I'm seeing that as I build this, I may need to build up the bottom a little bit to make the fruit a little perkier. So we have our cantaloupe in here. Now we're gonna go for our honeydew. I love these. The round shapes look really cool. And now we're gonna go into adding our pineapple, since these are bigger shapes as well. And I like alternating like the wedge shape of the pineapple with the square shape there. Cute. Now I'm gonna add in some watermelon as well. This is nice and rosy and pink. So we have a lot of circular shapes happening now, so I wanna go in and add some different varieties of shapes. The blackberries a little more oblong, and then the strawberries have more of a quartered shape to them. This is where you can kind of prop these up. You can put them in different directions to create some visual interest. You get some pretty skin in there. You can see the inside of some of them. This is looking so good. I love it. So I wanna go with the kiwi first. This is kiwi that we've peeled, and I like actually trying to kind of prop the kiwi up as like tall slices. I think it adds some dimension to the fruit bowl, creates visual interest. It's different layers and heights of fruit, which is really nice. You can maybe even tuck some kiwi into the sides too, so it's not all perfectly propped up. We're just gonna top this with some blueberries. So fill in any of the gaps. If there's any kind of little spots where you can see into the watermelon that you don't want to, fill it in with blueberries. This looks so pretty. I love all the colors. I love all the shapes. All right, I'm gonna take this over, style it up, and get it ready to serve. Okay, so we have our fruit bowl all built and ready to go. It looks beautiful. I love all the dynamic color and the fresh fruit and the watermelon bowl. It's so fresh. You've really already done all the hard work in building it, but now we're just getting into the fun part, into the special tweaks that really make it stand out. One thing I like to have on hand, obviously, is my water bottle. It really perks fruits and vegetables up on camera. So I'm just gonna spritz this lightly. And then also, we kind of set up a scene here, like we're about to serve the fruit bowl. I'm about to dig into it, but I also wanted to give some fruit cues before we take a little photo of what's inside. So we have some pretty fresh sliced cantaloupe. I have some pineapple, some berries. And I'm probably gonna kind of play with these and move them around on the surface and see what looks good. But I'm gonna give those a spritz as well. So I'm gonna add some pretty mint leaves to the top of this salad. And again, I don't wanna add so many that it covers up all the fruit, but just do a light little dusting of the mint leaves. And just to add some extra visual cues, if you're serving this up at a party, you can add some, fresh strawberries or pineapple or berries kind of scattered around your fruit bowl. It looks really pretty, and it's also gonna be really fun. I can't wait to dive into this. Before I do, I'm gonna snap a couple photos. Yum, so good. I love a good fruit bowl, and I wanna see your fruit bowls. So tag @PopKitchen on Instagram so that I can see your beautiful creations, and also comment below. I wanna know what you wanna see me style next.